All right. Today is Saturday, December 24th. Happy Festivus. Happy Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
We're here with Mom. We're going to relive the excitement of her life through pictures.
Through pictures, yeah.
All right, so who is that right there, Mom? Show the picture in the camera. Yeah.
This is me when I was a baby. Probably one of the first pictures that was ever taken of me. Nobody had cameras back then. And this is my grandfather's mother, Grandma Namapak. And this is the house she
What's her
lived
name?
in. I don't know her first name. Namapak was her last name.
Namapak?
Namapak.
That was the name of the chief.
Yeah.
Of the
was-
tribe.
Yeah, and she was a daughter, I think, or something. I don't know. I just know that she was my grandfather's mother.
Your grandfather's mother, so Honest John's mom.
Honest John, yeah.
Or
Honest John, and then that was the name.
I thought that was
And
Honest John's wife.
Yeah.
Is that Honest John's wife or mother?
Honest John's wife.
Okay.
Okay. And then
And where's that house?
that house is on, Maggie's house was here, and
Oh, it's in War Road.
It's in War Road, yeah. And then she had a little house there, just one room. It was about as big as this kitchen. And she just had a bed and a stove and table. That's about it. That's all I remember. And that was me as a baby. And I remember there was a garden between her house and our house. That's our house there. And she lived there alone, but just within, just within a few steps, Maggie lived there. And
Next door.
Next door, yeah. They all lived on one lot, and she kind of took care of her.
And she was tattooed or something, right? From head to toe, essentially, from arms and legs.
Yeah, yeah.
And Honest John's not in the picture, but...
Nope. He had died then. I don't remember ever seeing him.
Yeah. How long did she live?
Oh, she must live to be 98, 100.
But do you remember meeting her? And
Oh, yeah, I remember
to her?
talking with her, and she only spoke Ojibwe, and I wasn't too good at it. I was pretty young. And, but she always was really nice to me. She always wanted to touch my face and hug me and hold me.
Yeah. Was she nice?
Oh, yeah, she was very nice. She was real sweet.
She was nice, like Tom and Ethel.
Yeah.
They lived nearby each other?
Yeah, they all lived nearby. Yeah, she lived alone in this house. And then Maggie's house was just not too far from her house. And Maggie kind of took care of her. But she always stayed by herself. And Maggie, I think, cooked for her and fed her. But Grandpa and Grandma lived quite a ways away. They lived over, on the river.
Like, would you say they lived 4 or 5 blocks or a mile?
Oh, yeah. Not a mile. About maybe half a mile away. Maybe where Maggie lived and then where she lived. Yeah. And she was...
This looks like a wood house, a log cabin.
Yeah, it was this front part where she went in was wood, but it was logs here and logs in the back, but it wasn't any bigger than this little kitchen.
Did she bought that or?
No, it was on the same. They built it for her, I think, because it's on the same. It was just real close to Maggie's place.
Oh.
See, there's our house.
So then Maggie had a house, and
Similar
this
to
is
this. Similar to ours.
This is the other house.
Yeah, this is our house. Maggie's house is pretty much like the same. There's the same lawns.
That's Maggie's house in that
No,
picture?
this is my house. This is our house. And
So
this
that's
is
the
my
other
house. But they were the same.
This was the same as this house.
Yeah. They had both had log houses.
So this is just the edge.
Yeah.
And it should be over here.
Yeah. I think this is. Let's see. There's the door, and this maybe isn't our house.
Yeah, that's the house that.
That's our house. But I remember.
That's the house that they moved Grandma into after Hans died. No?
My dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they had a different house for him.
House. Yeah. Okay.
They had a different house for him,
See,
right?
it's almost.
Or is it the same?
No, it's the same. Because I remember, well, I don't know. After my dad died, because I grew up in this house. In this house here.
Mm-hmm.
And
where's that one?
and that was over here. And then there's a big garden, and the Fritzingers lived here. And then Maggie lived here. But back here was a really nice big wooden house that Dad had built for them. And then they moved Mom into this little log house.
After
my
Willie
dad,
killed him.
Yeah.
Or after they got in the fight, whatever.
Yeah. After my dad died.
So this house over here was next to this house.
No,
And
this
Maggie.
is a house that we it faced this way, and Maggie's house was here. And then Fritzinger's house was here. Their place was here. And then this little was over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then back here was a big house that Mom's brother and my dad built for them.
Mm-hmm.
For Mom and Dad to live in.
Mm-hmm.
But then after Dad died, then they put Mom in this little house over here.
Mm-hmm.
There's a log house where I grew up in Lorraine. Lorraine and I and Mom lived there. And
Les and Hans were already gone.
yeah. Hans was in the sand, I think, by then, or it was. No, he lived there for a while because I remember he had a room with curtains there, and that's where he lived. And and I don't remember when he went to the hospital when he got burned, and he got he had that curvature of the spine.
Mm.
Mom was boiling water to do willows, and she said, "You stay over there. I'm going to go pour this water outside." And she went outside and was opening the door, and he was going to go open the door or something because he ran past her, and he bumped the thing, and hot water went down his back.
I don't remember that story.
Oh yeah, well, that's why he ended up in the children's hospital somewhere because that hot water, and that's why he had that curvature of the spine, and he had that hump. And I think he was maybe about 5 or 6, and he was in the hospital for a long time.
I don't remember that. Do you remember that story, Dad? I don't remember that story at all.
Do you remember? Did you see Hans at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
You mean your brother?
My brother?
No.
Okay. Yeah, he had a curvature of the spine. It was quite.
Pronounced?
Oh yeah. It was.
And
yeah.
Hans is this one.
Yeah. Yeah. He looked fine, but he had and maybe it's because he's standing too. But one shoulder was a little higher, and he had a big.
Hump?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because he had it all his life.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's the first time I ever heard that story.
Oh gosh. Yeah, he even had it
Huh.
here. He was quite young when that happened, and of course at that time they didn't know how to fix anything. I'm
Yeah.
sure. But yeah, he's had a big scar on his back,
Oh.
and I doubt maybe it was, I don't know if it because it tightened. When it burned. I don't know how come it burned. I never saw his back. I never saw the scars. I don't remember seeing the scars, but I knew he had a pronounced curvature.
And that was when he was 5 or 6?
I think he was about 5 or 6.
But you weren't even born then.
No. That was
what Grandma told you.
yeah.
Was that
She was
she
said,
boiling
"You
water?
stay over there." Told him to stay over there because she was going to go and pour this water outside. She was boiling willows to make baskets, and he came running by, and I don't know if it was outside or wherever. That hot water, and so then I don't know how they got the doctor or anything, but he was in the hospital
for a long time?
for quite a while. Yeah.
And Les was born then.
Oh yeah, Les was born. Les was
Hans was the oldest.
no.
No,
Les
Les was
the oldest. Yeah.
By how many years?
Oh dear, quite a few. I'd say 6 or 7. Yeah. Because there was Les and Mary and then Hans. No, it was Hans and then Mary, and then Lorraine and then me.
Les, Hans, Mary, Lorraine, you.
Yeah,
Got it.
yeah.
And they all lived in that house.
Yep.
By
We all lived there. We were all as kids there. Les got TB, and he was sent to the sanitarium for his TB.
mm-hmm.
And then Hans lived there until he left. Till he grew up and went out and worked in Kenora or went to work. And then
What was he doing?
he would fish. He would work for fishermen.
So they just caught fish and.
Yeah, they were commercial fishermen. They had
Mhm.
a big boat. My dad had a big boat.
And,
They
your dad would work there too, or?
Yeah, and they had they'd set nets every day. Go get the fish, and they had these big fish boxes, and they'd pack ice, and they'd put the fresh fish in there and take them to the fishery and sell them.
Did you ever go?
Not me. I wasn't even born then.
Oh, I see. They just told you.
Yeah,
that
Mom
that's
would
what
do.
they
Well, I watched them later
Yeah.
when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I watched what they did. And Margaret Johnson, her dad was also a commercial fisherman, and that's what they did.
And they would go out 8 a.m. to 8
Oh yeah,
p.m. or something?
they would go out early, take the fish, and reset the nets,
Mhm.
and they'd go out early, and that's what they did every day.
Hmm.
Every day you had to do it, 7 days a week
Hmm.
to catch the, because you couldn't leave them there, the fish in the net.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
to get them out of there and
They'd get 'em out
clean
there.
them.
Yeah, they wouldn't clean them. They had boxes with ice. They put
Oh.
the fresh fish in there and take them to the fishery, and the fishery handled them.
Mm. And was Sam Gibbons working there too, or?
Yeah, he'd work there too. He'd work with they had the boats, and they had the nets, and they would set the nets every day.
Mm-hmm.
And then they would go out there, lift those nets, which were really heavy,
With all the
And
fish,
with all
of
the
course.
fish, they go to the fishery, they get their boxes, get their ice in there, go out and get the fish, put them in the ice, and then take them back to the fishery. And then they gave all the fish they'd weigh the fish, and take them to the fishery, and they'd get paid. I don't know if it was weekly or daily or whatever. I don't know, but that's what they did.
Mm-hmm. And that was all on Buffalo Point, like off
No,
Lake
that was in
Woods?
Warroad. It was
On
in
Warroad.
Warroad, yeah.
In the river, or that was on
the fishery was on the river, but they set the nets out on the lake.
Yeah.
They'd have to have they had big what they called it was like a launch. It's big boats.
By the railroad tracks, or railroad bridge, or?
Oh no, further out, past the beach, way out there.
Mm.
Even by Buffalo.
Could you see them from the shore, or not?
No, yeah, you could barely see the boats. And actually, most of them, I think, had them out by Buffalo where it was fresh and deep.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why they had these big wood boxes. And then they'd have them full of ice, pull the nets up, put the fish in there, and come back in.
Mm-hmm.
And they had these big launch boats. They were, as big as this kitchen. They were big.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 or 3 guys that would go and pull those nets up and put the fish in there and bring them back into water.
Excuse me.
And so I see a lot of pictures of Tom and Ethel like canoeing around, right?
Yeah.
Where was that? Was that in the river, or where?
Yeah, that was on the river. They'd go along the edge.
On the river.
On the river. They'd follow it like from Warroad, and they'd go along this way, and then along the edge and go to Springsteel's Island, and then go up into Canada. But you couldn't go out on the lake with the canoe.
Because it was too rough.
Too rough and
Too rough.
Yeah, they'd always go along it. And that's the way they'd go up to Buffalo.
Why would they go there?
Because Buffalo's where their home is.
But they had a house in Warroad, didn't
I
they?
know, but they'd like to go out there, and they'd fish, and they'd rice, maybe get rice along Reed River up there, and they were pretty old, and Maggie said, no, you're not going to Reed River this year, not going to go up there, trying to keep them home. They didn't say anything. And so that one morning she goes over there and they're gone. So she calls Don Hansen, who is a bush pilot.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, I'll go find them. And he said, sure enough, there they were, paddling away up, going up to Reed River.
They were just.
And they were about 80, I think, or something, 70 or 80 years old then. And she didn't want them to go up because they were getting
Too old
to You know, she
Canoe?
was to canoe and all that way.
Yeah.
But they had, no, they were going to go. I don't know how they, you know, how they kept it from her because you've got to pack up and prepare, you know. And,
Yeah.
but they were paddling.
Were they living alone?
Yeah, they lived on the edge.
On the edge of the river,
On the
right?
river, yeah, where
Yeah.
they always lived. They were there. But they must have got up at the crack of dawn and packed and went. And
What would they take with What would they take with them? They just had their canoe.
their canoe, and they take water, and they take rice and meat or whatever they were going to eat, and they probably fish and stuff on the way and matches, you know.
Would Ethel be? She'd be rowing with them or
Oh yeah,
canoeing with them.
they'd both canoe, yeah.
And he had the one leg and
Yeah.
but
Oh, yeah.
he couldn't move around
Oh yeah.
off the
Oh, he was good.
yeah.
He was very handy, and he would scoot along.
What do you mean scoot along
Well,
on the ground?
Well, yeah, on the ground if he was moving stuff around and with his one leg, but he had a stump, and he could get around real. I mean, he had strong arms,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they were.
Did they come over a lot or
No, and they didn't go around. They didn't. He could, walk with his crutches really good, but they lived right on the river, and so
right by the bridge?
yeah,
or no?
yeah, down the car bridge, what you call the car bridge is here, and then the train bridge is here, and then all along here is the shore, and they lived about here.
Mm-hmm. Right by the end of the river.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is that
where,
right?
yeah, where you could go with a kicker boat or a motorboat. Then it kind of got thinner,
Mm-hmm.
the river did. But they had a nice dock. They had the big boat there. Well, they kept the big boat. They kept
Big boat.
It's a launch. A launch.
Oh.
It's a boat that has it has a
Cover on it.
Cover on it. It's part of the boat. It's wooden,
Mm-hmm.
and it's and then it's really big here because this is where they had the nets that they would throw over and set, and then when they'd pull them up, and then they'd have boxes here to put the fish in. So it's quite big. They call them a launch
So for fishing,
for fishing. Oh yeah, they that's for.
how many people would fit on that boat?
Oh, you could put 8 people on there. I mean, they'd have quite a few. I suppose they had 4 maybe when they would go and pull up the nets.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'd have their boxes full of ice, and then they'd put them on the nets right away and reset the nets for the next day.
Yeah. And then why would they? So they would use that boat for fishing.
Fishing,
But then,
yeah,
if they wanted a big group,
Well, no, they didn't. They didn't
make
do
money.
any. They didn't take people out to catch fish with nets. With their like this.
This was
This
just
is for fishing for taking their nets in, and they'd have boxes in there, wooden boxes in there with ice in it, and then they'd pull a net and they'd fill that full, and then they'd take whatever the fish they had in that net and put them in boxes of ice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all they didn't. They didn't do any single, with fishing rods. They
This
didn't.
was just family use, or
Yeah,
this was
that was that was like a truck or tractor, is used to do what you're going to do, not for entertaining or for
not to make money.
not to make money. Oh yeah, to make money because they would empty their nets and they'd have many boxes of fish.
I see. So they would use the canoe. He and Ethel, they would just go out by
They'd go
themselves,
out by themselves and fish. Yeah,
and then they had
that was for their use.
and then they had the bigger boat for trying to
that
make
was their
money.
living. Yeah, that was their living. Yeah, my dad and my Maggie's husband. That's what they used.
Who's Maggie's husband? I don't remember. Do you? I don't
No,
remember.
yeah, he died early. I don't remember him either. Gibbons. His name is Gibbons, and they
Maggie's
were,
husband's name was Gibbons. I thought Sam. They were brothers.
No, she was married to a Gibbons.
Oh, so Maggie and Sam are not brother and sister. They're brother and sister by marriage. Oh, Maggie's
a mother.
Oss.
Maggie married Oss many years later. Maggie was a Gibbons. She was a Lightning. She was my dad's sister.
Oh, Lightning. And
Maggie
then
was my dad's sister.
Maggie was your dad's sister.
See, Grandpa and Grandma Lightning
Yep.
had 2 children. Well, they had 3 boys.
Oh, they had 2, Hans and Maggie.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. And then
There was no other kids. Hans and Maggie. That was it.
I think there was one, but that died earlier. I'm not sure. But I know I knew those two. And then Maggie married this Gibbons, and then just had Sam. She just had the one.
Maggie was Sam's mom,
Yeah. Yep. They just had
and that was the only child that
only
Maggie
child
had.
that Maggie had.
Because Maggie hated kids.
Pretty much. My mom was so mad, but she didn't dare say anything. But I don't know if Lorraine was over at the house. You know, Maggie lived here, and there's a big garden here, so we lived here. And Lorraine was over there, and I don't know if she was over visiting her or what she was doing over there, but her mom heard Lorraine crying, and Maggie had a willow, and was hitting her in the legs, chasing her home. Oh, my mom was mad, but she didn't dare say anything. She said she had welts on her legs and on her back.
On her back and legs.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. She was just hitting her, and I don't know why. I don't know if she just disobeyed or what.
Was Sam always around?
I don't know. I don't remember Sam
As a kid?
as a kid. I think he was pretty much gone when I was born. He was older than Lorraine, but he must have been gone somewhere doing something. I don't know.
But he and Hans were friends or no?
Oh yeah, they were friends. He was my brother Hans was older than Sam.
No, I mean your dad.
Oh, my dad? Yeah, he was older than Maggie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were brother and sister. He was older.
But Sam and...
No, he was dead by then.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He drowned by then. Because I know I was...
And so what do you know about that story?
That they went...
So the story is Hans and Willie,
Really, yeah,
they left to
they left to go... I don't know where they went.
They were working on that house though for your mom.
Oh, yes, for the two of them. I just know that they went out drinking. And
But they were working on that house.
on the house for Mom and Dad.
And it was almost done?
Almost done, yeah.
And
And then when that happened, they were at Springsteel Island, and they were all drinking out there.
who's all of them?
I mean, I don't know if it's the workers, but that Springsteel's Island.
You mean the fishermen?
Fishermen, yeah. Yeah.
So
and
Willie and Hans were on a boat.
on a boat, and they had gone there.
They were fishing.
I don't know
Commercial
if they were fishing. I don't know if maybe they were commercial fishing and then ended up staying there or what the deal was. But they got into a fight in the boat on their way back to Warroad.
So they rowed out there to Springsteel Island?
They took the boat out there.
It's a rowboat?
No, it's a
An
boat.
electric boat.
Yeah.
With a gas.
Yeah,
And
it's
they
their fishing
started
boat.
a fishing
Their
boat.
fishing boat. It's got a cover, and you're up here and you.
Oh, was it
you
Tom and
drive it.
Ethel's?
Yeah, it was their. It was